Hello, welcome back to Regen Rovers. Today it is episode 173 in this series, and we're going to be playing two matches. Firstly against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. We have a chance of qualifying for the knockout stages with a game in hand, and also taking on kind of local friendly rival Southampton. They're making the short trip up the road to Winchester to take us on at Mark Ball Park in the Premier League. As you can see, we've had a fine old time. Last episode we defeated Man United and Zenit. Since then, 1-0 win against Watford, 2-1 win against Watford as well in the League Cup. Mark Ball getting his first goal of the season. Let's have a look at that one. Unfortunately, he did get injured not long after this match for 4 to 7 weeks with a broken cheekbone. Quite random, not sure how he managed that, but it's nice to see him get off the mark for Regen Rovers this season. He still knows where the back of the net is. Yes, he's lost his pace, his physicality. But look, composure's gone up to 17. He's even better in front of goal when he's in a position to score. Absolute legends. And talking of legends, unfortunately, David Okoro has decided to retire at the end of the season. Where is he? He's in the under-23s these days, isn't he? Yeah, he's retired. He's decided to retire. He's not retired yet. So at the end of the season, he is ending his illustrious Regen Rovers career. What an absolute legend. He's made the most appearances for the club. And been a brilliant servant. Even though he's not been our number one goalkeeper since, 7 years ago. But he's still played a part, hasn't he? He's won numerous Hampshire Senior Cups since then as well. Anyway, where was I? Yes, two wins against Watford. And then a 4-2 win against Wolves, despite Van der Broek getting sent off. Hat-trick from Anthony. 3-1 win against Zenit. Good Champions League win. A 2-0 win against Arsenal thanks to Kodsek and Anthony. And most recently, unfortunately, a 1-1 draw against Everton. However, the point was enough to put us top of the table because Spurs have lost their first game of the season. They were defeated by Newcastle. Bit of a shock result considering where they are. Look at where Liverpool are, by the way, after 14 games. We are flying high at the top of the Premier League. I think probably for the first time, to be honest, because Spurs have just been so dominant in recent years. And there's no games in hand for Spurs or anything. We are 1 point clear. It's unfortunate we didn't win the Everton game because of course we'd be 3 points clear. But I will take 1 point for now, that is for sure. And the next few games at Southampton, of course, West Brom, Man City will be tough. But there's winnable games there. All of our games are winnable. We're the best team around these days. And the team I'm putting out to take on Bayern Munich today: Antonello in goal, Laurent, Andreychenko, Isidoro Rodriguez, who's just recovered from food poisoning, Matt Smith, Boris, Van der Broek, Kotasek, Simon Moore, Navarrete and Anthony. On the bench, we've had limited options due to injuries and players not being registered. Ricky Kirkwood, on loan from Southampton, is on the bench today. Here we go then, let's have a quick look at this Bayern Munich team. They've got some quality players, but they've struggled. We thrashed them earlier in the season, but they certainly have some experienced internationals and some youth in there as well. A young Egyptian who looks rather tasty. The best performing player this season is this German international, 108 caps for his country. What can we do? We're playing away from home, could be tough. We want to qualify for that knockout stage without even have to play our last game against Napoli. That would be nice. Let's go then. Big old stadium. We're in our away kit today. I'm not wearing a Regen Rovers top, sorry. It's a bit cold. Got a hoodie on. Here we go then. First highlight of the game. How are you anyway? I hope you're well. I'm well. I'm enjoying FM20. I'm enjoying making experiments on FM20 primarily, you may have noticed. But I'll do some sort of Let's Play sometime soon, I'm sure. I would like to do a few different saves this year, but I've not had the time, to be honest. Anyway, here we go. Nice play from us, holding on to possession. Isidoro Rodriguez into Simon Moore, the England international, running at the Bayern Munich defence. Feeds it through to Anthony, who scores. Easy finish in the end from his 15th goal of the season already. He's had a fine old season. I think it's probably going to be his best season this year. Although the last couple of seasons, he's done very well at the start of the season and the end, but the middle section not so good. We're now kind of in that middle section. So we'll see how he gets on, I suppose. But it really was put on a plate for him by Simon Moore. Terrible defending, to be honest. Come on, you younglings. Let's praise them for that. Off we go. Oh no, that didn't work, did it? Although I haven't actually... Have I shouted the praise yet? I'm not sure it's gone through to them yet. Here come Bayern Munich. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's not what's the double B? It's like an S, isn't it? 2 S's or something. Trying to remember my year 8 German. Here's Navarrete. Out wide to Simon Moore, running at the defence again, causing problems. Anthony! Oh, he's quite short, but he got on the end of that. Caused problems for the keeper. As it stands, we are qualifying for the knockout stage quite comfortably. Statistically, Bayern Munich have probably been the better team. More possession, more shots, but we've created that clear-cut chance and obviously scored. Also hit the woodwork. So in front of goal, we've been better. But that is a dreadful pass. Was that Isidoro Rodriguez? Have no idea what he was doing there. Who was he trying to find? And here come Bayern. Into Flesner again. Into Kareem. Good defending by Van den Broek. Navarrette's after it, but he's never going to get on the end of that. With his red boots. Likes to stand out, I think, Navarrete. Great player. But here come Bayern. Crossing it in. This is a chance. It's headed away. Boris can't get there. Flesner. Ibrahim Asian. Boris trying to defend. And they're just keeping hold of possession. I sense a goal because it's such a long highlight. Here we go. Yeah, 1-1. I've got it on defensive today, by the way, because we're playing away from home. It's working. Away from home, I've noticed we do struggle a little bit conceding goals. I know we conceded one today. But having it on defensive, it's the same usual tactic that we play, just a different mentality. It does seem to be a little bit more effective away from home, which is good, especially against these bigger teams. Here's Van den Broek to Boris. Boris! Decent, just over the bar. We might go attacking though if we're looking to get that win. As it stands, we're still going through as top of the table as well. That free kick's fired over the bar. Maybe a chance here at the end of the first half. Chucked into the box, but we just gave possession away. But here's Ondrejchenko into the path of Boris to Kotasek, the Mexican. All the way back to Ondrejchenko. And we're just being sensible here. Laurent into Ondrejchenko. Back to Isidoro Rodriguez. And he's gone all the way back to Antonello. Antonello blasts it up the pitch looking for Navarrete. You can't win it. But here's Kotasek again into Navarrete. The number 10. Feeds it to Van den Broek, who hits it off the post. We've hit the woodwork twice today. Unlucky. Good effort. And that should be the last action of this first half. 1-1, I'll accept that. Away from home against a very powerful team, of course. I'm going to speak to Navarrete and say, you can do better. Because he can definitely do better. Let's get underway in this second half. I'm going to leave it defensive at the moment. There's no need to change things. As I said, we're top of the group, going through top of the group as it stands right now. And here's a throw-in opportunity. Kotasek heads it into Boris. Boris crosses it in. Navarrete back post. How have we hit the post like 3 times today? That was a clear-cut chance. Van den Broek's nervous. I'm going to throw on Martinez. Swap him with Kotasek. And I'm also going to check Safik Kelechi on for Navarrete. Not being his day. Lens on for Moore. See if the Austrian can cause any problems. But it's been a very quiet second half. But we have a corner here. It's taken short to Matt Smith, who contemplates life. Finally puts it in. Safik Kelechi. Was that the post again? It was. 4 times we've hit the post. But it doesn't matter. We're going through as champions of this group. We don't have to worry about the Napoli game. I can put out a weakened opposition knowing that we're going through top of the group. Would it be nice to win this one? It's just a few seconds to go. Bayern might actually get a winner. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking too soon. Here they come. Nope, that's the final whistle. It's not the most exciting game. We should have won it with the chances we had and also a bit unlucky hitting the post so many times. But I'm happy with that. Here we go then. Southampton at home. I've not made any changes from midweek actually. Sticking with... This is my best 11, I think. The best team I can possibly play these days. Southampton team, they've got a pretty good looking striker. 9 goals in 27 games for Chile. But look, decent attributes. On the left-hand side is their top goal scorer this season. Jim Edwards, an ex-English under-21 international. Also their captain, Arsov, in goal. Great name. Bulgarian. Might be friends with Boris. Should be friends with Boris. Of course, Boris is Bulgarian as well. 22 years old. 21 caps for his country now. What a player. I think he's possibly our one truly world-class. He is. Elite. He's an elite winger. So he's the one player that is described as world-class in our team, basically. Oh, I've just realised I've accidentally not changed the tactic. We want to go to the attacking tactic at home, of course, so we'll switch that straight away. And off we go in the pouring rain. Tottenham looks like they won their game, yeah. They've moved 1 point above us, so this is important. We need to win this, especially as our goal difference isn't as strong. Quite a long way behind, actually. Nothing much happening at the moment. I'm going to go attacking. This is very poor. A very poor game so far. And Southampton almost go 1-0 up there with the first chance of the first highlight of the game. Not good enough from us today. They're probably playing a fairly defensive philosophy just to prevent us from playing our usual game. But that is poor. And we're going to go a bit more attacking. Moore's going to push up Boris. Actually, I'll leave Boris back in his more natural role. But on attack. Attack from deep. I suppose he can run at the defence. Let's get stuck in. Come on, lads. Come on. We need to win this one. This is a shocking performance. Navarrete almost opens the scoring for a long-range free kick. I made a couple changes. But it's just not happening for us today. Can we win it at the death from a corner? Andreychenko heads over. This has been such an appalling game. It really has. But there might be a chance here to win it. Lenz, he does. 1-0. It's been really poor from both teams today, but in particular us. We've just not been able to break them down. We've had shots, but not many on target. But finally, Lenz, one of the subs, makes a difference. Safik Kalechi with a nice run, and then Navarrete with a lovely bit of skill to find Lenz. This has been poor. It's not been the most exciting games for you today. So I am going to show a third match because I feel like you've been a bit shortchanged. West Brom then, away from home. And I've just realised I've left it on the defensive tactic again. I will switch to the attacking one because West Brom are bottom of the table. They've got a decent looking striker up front, Leo Bevans. 5 goals this season, but they've been awful. I've made a couple changes. Aloisi and Martinez have come into the middle because Kartasek is tired. Van der Broek, no, he's had some good performances and others have been a bit below par. Fran has come in at left back as well for Matt Smith, who is pretty knackered. Right, let's switch to that attacking tactic and let's go. Let's hope for some more exciting goals today. I mean, first match was all right against Bayern Munich. Quite a bit of action, but a 1-1 draw. Really poor game against Southampton, but we got the win. But Spurs have won again, so we're 1 point behind them. So we need to win, especially against the team bottom of the table. But West Brom agonisingly close to going 1-0 up against us there. But we've won a free kick ourselves. Navarrete to take it. We get some power behind them. Another free kick. Navarrete curls it straight into the arms of the keeper. I think it's got to that stage in the season where there's been quite a few games. We're a little bit tired, maybe a bit complacent against the teams lower in the table as well. Struggling to grind out these results. Still plenty of time left in this game, but we've not really done anything apart from free kicks so far. We're passing it around at the back here. Trying to find our way through. We've just blasted it long for Anthony to run onto with his pace. He's round the back. And it's saved the near post. First clear-cut chance, of the game, and he's missed it. But we've won a corner, which Boris will take. Whips it in, headed away as far as Martinez. What can he do? It's back out wide to Boris. Boris blocked another corner. And he swings it in. Isidoro Rodriguez heads wide. Another corner. It's all set pieces today. Fran on the ball, whips it in. Cleared quite easily. It was just behind everyone, wasn't it? Now West Brom can hit us on the break with Rubio running at our back line. It's a block that's fallen kindly for Bevans, who hits the post, and then it's a brilliant piece of defending by Laurent to prevent the follow-up. Another corner. So many set pieces. We do rely on them a bit. And it's in. It's offside, though, from Isidoro Rodriguez. And once again, heading into half-time, 0-0. A bit more excitement today, but it's not been good enough. And I'm going to assertively say far from pleased. Boris looks stressed for some reason. We're going to push Simon Moore up again. Navarrete will go to attack duty. Gone a bit more direct. Going to swing the crosses in early. We need to do something different because we're winning plenty of corners and free kicks, but from open play, we're just not really doing anything. Once again, a very quiet second half. Another corner though. Just about to make a change. Boris swings it into the back post and it's headed over the bar. Boris is tired. I'm going to take him off for Novak. Anthony having a poor game again. Frustrating. Demand more. Let's give that a go. Well, I'm sorry. It's not been great. I mean, we've dominated the stats, but once again, it's very similar to the Southampton game. And we're going to have to try and get a late goal to win all 3 points here and go back to the top of the table. This really has been very frustrating, but Navarrete stepped in there. He's got Anthony to one side, but he plays it to Moore. Anthony's through. He has to score this, and he does. He batters it home from close range. We get the the late goal that we required. Our top goal scorer saves the day. It was good play from Moore in the end. I'm not sure Navarrete played it to him, but I guess he thought, well, I don't know. It did open up for Anthony in the end, didn't it? Because everyone went over to close Moore down and Anthony was left alone and he finished 1-on-1. And hopefully that is enough to send us over the line. 2 1-0 wins and a 1-1 draw against Bayern Munich. It's always the way. I get multiple games where I'm winning by fairly large scorelines. You don't see those matches and then suddenly turn the camera on. Not great. But we're winning when we're not playing well. So that's a good sign that we're still able to pick up 3 points despite not playing particularly well. That's always a sign of a champion. It's a sign of a good team, isn't it? 1 point clear of Spurs. It's so tight. We're still unbeaten in the league as well. In fact, we're unbeaten all season in all competitions, and it's December. That is pretty remarkable. I don't think we've ever achieved that in the... Well, we certainly haven't achieved it in the Premier League, have we? Last year... Well, we did pretty well, to be fair, but yeah, it's going strongly. We've got our City rivals Winchester in the Hampshire Senior Cup next. Napoli in our last Champions League group match. We're already through. Man City, that'd be tough. So I'm going to be resting players for Man City. Chelsea in the League Cup quarter final. It'll be nice to get through to the semis. There's so many games coming thick and fast, as is always the way in December. Look at that. It's crazy. There's so many What? 7th, 10th, 14th, 17th. I mean, obviously I put a really weak team against Winchester, but then 10th, 14th, 17th, 20th, 26th, 28th, 1st, 4th. That is going to be hard. It's going to be tough on our squad, but we need to utilise all the players we have. We've got a few players that need a rest and a little bit injured. So yeah, we're going to have to use the entire squad and some of the under-23 players as well, obviously in the Hampshire Senior Cup. And probably no under-18 players, to be honest. Anyway, we'll end it there. Thank you for watching. Only 3 goals scored in 3 matches, but only 1 conceded, so not too bad, I guess, overall. Until next time, enjoy FM19 and FM20. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.